We're going to close out right near the lows of this session. The group that is seeing the least amount of selling today is your classic defensive play, utilities. My next guest says don't let the desire for safety lull you into a false sense of security. Mike Ryan, Chief Investment Officer for Wealth Management Americas at UBS, joining us right now. You know, Mike, I'm looking at the VIX here, and yes, it's spiking today. We saw 15, but the historical average is 20. So just to give a little bit of pushback right now, are investors scared?
Well, I don't want to overreact to today. What we've seen is a classic temporary risk-off that's based on an event, and it is about concerns about an escalation in tensions in the Korean Peninsula and what it may not do in terms of global growth and also for financial markets. But again, we still look at this as a low probability event. We still think if you think about nuclear war, to us that's still unthinkable, a conflict on the Korean Peninsula. But we also recognize that the acceptance of ICBMs that could hit the United States is also unacceptable. So I think what we're going to see is something that has to be worked between those. So you then have to pursue diplomatic solutions that will include the implementation of sanctions against North Korea.
Geopolitics changes everything. I get it. But when you focus on the Trump agenda of getting things done legislatively speaking, Charlie Gasparino just broke a story for us, essentially saying that, they couldn't get health care reform done among the Republican Party in Congress, the Senate specifically. Now there might be rifts in the party over how to get tax cuts and tax reform done. Do you think that is hurting this market as well? Because that's what investors are really focused on.
Well, look, do I think it's going to play a role? I think it does. I think it'll play a role longer term. Do I think that's what the market's reacting to today? I don't. I actually think there's always been concern that the failure to get the ACA done, the fact that you don't have this political momentum built up and you've expended a lot of political capital trying to get the ACA repealed and replaced, means that you have a lot less momentum coming in on tax reform. And we already knew there were divisions within the Republican Party. This is nothing new. We knew that the ongoing debate about the ACA really turned and showed us some of the fissures that exist in the Republican Party. So there's nothing about this that's new. It does raise the stakes, though, for the Republicans getting something done.
Mike Ryan, thank you so much for your time.